Good morning students. Welcome to Computer Applications class. Today we are going to learn about values and data types part 6. Okay, in the last class we have learnt about tokens. In this class we are going to learn about data types. What is a data type? Data type refers to the type of the data a memory location can hold. Data type refers to the type of the data a memory location can hold. The data can be a number, a character, or a word, or a sentence, or some floating number, that is a real number. So these are different kinds of data. In order to represent this kind of data in your program, you need data types. Okay, let us learn what are the data types we have in Java. So, the data types in Java, we have two categories of data types. The first one is primitive data types and the second one is non-primitive data types. Under the primitive data types, it is again divided into two categories. The first one is numeric types and the second one is non-numeric types. Under numeric types, you have integers, floating numbers. Under non-numeric types, you have characters and boolean. Under non-primitive types, you have classes, arrays, interface. Now, let us learn in detail what are primitive data types. Primitive data types. Primitive data types are fundamental data types or built-in data types or predefined data types developed by the system developers of Java. So these data types, they have already developed by the system programmers. Okay, so these are called as fundamental data types. Let us learn what are the data types we have under this category. So we have under numerical type, we have integer type, and next one is floating type, right? So let us see under integer type how many data types we have. Okay, here byte is a data type, short is a data type, int is a data type, long is a data type. Byte occupies 1 byte of memory. Okay, short occupies 2 bytes of memory, int occupies 4 bytes and long occupies 8 bytes. So here there is an example. So a variable a is declared of type byte. Okay, a is equal to, a is assigned with a value of 5. Okay, next short b is equal to 12. So b is assigned with the value of 12. Int c is equal to 214. 214 is assigned to c variable. Long d is a variable of long type. D is assigned with the value of 4, 5, 6, 8, 7. Okay, so these are all integer type. Under integer type we have all these data types. Let us see the next one. Next one is floating type. Okay, type. Here under the floating type we have two kinds, float and double. We have two data types under floating type, float and double. Here float data type occupies 4 bytes of memory and double data type occupies 8 bytes of memory. Example for float is float m. M is equal to some real value we have assigned here, 34.45. Next, for double n. N is equal to 12.23152958. Okay, this real value we have assigned to n. Okay, these are the examples of float and double. Now, character type. Okay, characters type. Character type. Under character type, we have again two kinds data types, char and string. Char is a data type. It occupies 2 bytes of memory and string occupies more than 2 bytes. means any word or any sentence or paragraph, it is considered as a string. So there is no limit. You can have as much as you want. You can include it in as a string. Okay. For char data type, here is an example. Char p. P is equal to a. Char q. Q is equal to star. So p is a character type variable here. P is assigned to a character, a single character, any symbol or a character or any letter or any digit. If it is enclosed in single quotes, then it is called as a character. Okay. Here we have assigned asterisk in single quotes to the variable q. Here q is a character type variable. Okay. Next, for string, we have an example string str. Str is equal to school. School is a word here. So whatever the word or sentence, if we enclose in double quotes, then it becomes a string type string. Then it becomes a string, so that we can assign it to string type variable. What is an arithmetical expression and what is a statement? Let us see. Okay. What is an arithmetical expression? An arithmetical expression consists of a set of variables, constants, arithmetic operators used together to get a meaningful result. What is an arithmetical expression? It consists of a variables, constants, operators, and that's it, right? So that if we do any calculation, you'll be getting some result. So this is called as an arithmetical expression. What is an arithmetical statement? When an arithmetical expression, when it is assigned to a variable, then it is called as arithmetical statement. Okay, let us consider an example. Here b into b minus 4 into a into c. This is an arithmetical expression. What is an arithmetical expression? An expression consists of a set of variables, constants and operators, okay, used together. Then it is called as an arithmetical expression. When an arithmetical expression, when it is assigned to a variable, then this entire statement is called as an arithmetical statement. Here b into b minus 4 into a into c, it is called as an arithmetical expression, and this expression, when it is assigned to the variable d, then it becomes an arithmetical statement. Okay, here b, a, c are variables, asterisk is a operator and 4 is a constant. Arithmetical expression should consist of variables, constants and arithmetic operators, right? So in any expression, apart from this, you'll be having only these, right? Okay. Next, let us see types of arithmetical expressions. Okay. We have pure expression and impure expression. What is a pure expression? An arithmetic expression that uses all its components of same data type. Okay, then it is known as a pure expression. Okay, here if we consider an example, here we have taken a, b as integer type variables. Int c is equal to a plus b into 4. Here this is an arithmetical expression. If this in this expression, if we have the components of same data type, components means here we have two variables, right? If these two variables are of same data type, okay, then this is called as a pure arithmetical expression. Okay, int c is equal to a plus b into 4. Here a and b are of same data type, so the result also will lead to an integer. So that's why in order to hold an integer result, so we have taken here c in order to store the result of this expression, c as an integer type variable. Now let us see what is an impure expression. An arithmetical expression in which one or more components are of different data types. then it is known as impure arithmetic expression or mixed mode expression. Example, int a, float f, double d. Double s is equal to a into f divided by d. So if we consider this statement, in this statement we have an arithmetic expression as a into f divided by d. Here a, f, d are variables, or we can call them as components. So these are all different data types. Here a is an integer, f is a float, d is a double. So all these are different data types. So this expression consists of different data types. So this kind of statement is known as impure arithmetical expression. Impure arithmetical expression. Okay, this expression involves components of different data types. So it is called as impure arithmetical expression or mixed mode expression. Now is it clear, right? What is a pure arithmetic expression and what is an impure arithmetic expression?